name is Kayla Fancook. I interview Cookie Cart in North Minneapolis. This is my first time ever going there. I heard about it through a friend and looked at the website and decided to check it out. Cookie Cart is an organization that sells cookies, but they employ the youth of North Minneapolis in order to give them job opportunities and skills for their future. Cookie Cart was actually started by a nun named Sister Jean. She went to North Minneapolis on a missions trip and just fell in love and really felt God call her to North Minneapolis to make a difference. So she packed up everything and she moved to North Minneapolis and just started hanging out with the kids on the streets and eventually invited them into her home to help with schoolwork and to bake cookies. More and more youth started to come and they started to sell the cookies. Eventually, obviously, there's not enough room in her kitchen, so they decided to save up money in order to buy a bakery, to start a nonprofit and to employ the youth in North Minneapolis. Yeah, so the social issue that's being addressed is poverty, and just the poverty cycle that has been created in North Minneapolis. It's helping that social issue by employing youth and trying to break the cycle and getting them jobs and skills to succeed in their future. I was curious how they got the employees to come and apply at the Cookie Cart in the first place. Like, how did they hear about it and where did they get these kids? And a lot of it actually just comes from word of mouth through, parents or grandparents that worked at the Cookie Cart or know about the Cookie Cart and send their kids there to get their first job. They also get employed through different organizations and stuff like that as well. The poverty rate in North Minneapolis is 36%, which is a lot higher than the rest of Minnesota, especially the metropolitan area, which is only 10.5%. So obviously poverty is a really big issue, and it's a cycle that keeps on recurring. It's an issue related to school. Kids aren't going to school, or if they can go to school, they don't understand what it means to work hard. It also can lead to drug abuse, violence, alcohol abuse, and a list of other things that come with it as well. So the Cookie Cart is hiring the youth of Minneapolis, the ones that are motivated, that actually do want to be there, and giving them the opportunities to succeed in the future. They have a wide variety of different programs that are set up to help these kids that just teach them job skills, teach them how to set up a resume, teach them how to perform an interview. Also have financial literacy classes that just teach them about budgeting, checking accounts, all different sorts of life skills that they might not get at home. It's just a place that they can go and learn these things so that they can be successful in their futures. The Cookie Cart is a nonprofit organization. It does sell the cookies, and when I interviewed someone there, they explained to me that the cookies go towards the paychecks for the kids and hiring them and employing the youth, and then the rest of their funding comes from fundraising. So the building itself and the staff that they employ, the different classes and such that help the kids in their futures, all comes through fundraising. Obviously, the Cookie Cart can't fully address the issue of poverty altogether. It's still going to exist, but it is starting the conversation. It might not change poverty as a whole throughout the entire world, just this one organization, but it's changing lives. Maybe it might just be one by one, but they are changing lives, and that will eventually trickle down into their families as well. It's not curing the issue of poverty, but it's starting the conversation and getting people inspired and motivated to do what they can to help. I really see it as a business that's just giving hope to the people of North Minneapolis as they drive by this place and they see people that are willing to invest in their future and take time out of, they could be working in some corporation or something like that, to really give back to these kids and pour into their lives and make a difference in North Minneapolis, and just instilling hope in them that there is a future out there. And I think it's really cool too, after my interview I asked about how do they know that these kids are ready and healthy, spiritually, emotionally capable of performing their duties at their job every single day, considering they come from a wide variety of backgrounds, family structures, and so forth. And all the staff there are really trying to pour into these kids and teach them life lessons and be plugged into the community, into different churches and so forth. So I was definitely personally impacted by this organization because I am very passionate about businesses making a difference in their communities, especially working to solve social issues. I think it's really cool to see, someone like Sister Jean, who started this way back when, take it to where it is today, creating opportunities for the youth, and not only just creating a business to make money and whatnot, but using those resources to pour back into the communities and back into the lives of the people in North Minneapolis.